Episode 3 of 9 Bodies in a Mexican Morgue begins on the third day after the survivors crash into the Mexican wilderness. By the 9th day, we see soldiers discussing Carlos, a renowned freestyle wrestling fighter. He was a very strong man. He won the light heavyweight title in NWA. This time the opponent was Governor. He was a very bad man. The scene then cuts to Carlos, who is using the last of his phone battery to rewatch his final fight, one in which he suffered a brutal defeat at the hands of a rival. Amy went deep into the jungle alone and again saw someone suspicious. Then it was disappeared. Dan came and said, "Don't go to the jungle alone." Back on day 3, they decided how many of them will go with the Carlos to help him. During this moment, that Sonia also discovers Carlos has been secretly stealing from the group's food supplies. Carlos, Kevin, and Sonia work together to fix the aircraft's GPS system, taking it to higher ground. During the climb, Sonia nearly slips. GPS also stuck there. Luckily, Sonia took it, and she's saved by Kevin and Carlos. Meanwhile, Lisa grows increasingly distrustful of everyone at camp. She repeatedly insists that one of them is responsible for the deaths. She focuses her suspicion on Dan, and since Amy barely knows him either, Amy too begins to doubt him, and started questions about his life. Dan becomes aggressive and asked her, "What did Lisa told you this morning?" She told him that Lisa believes that you killed Travis and Octavio. Amy then checked out her visiting car, where it's mentioned that Dan is attorney at law. Finally, Carlos fixed the GPS, and it's beeping. Then they went back to their place. Zach was preparing a dinner for all. Dan was drinking wine in the plane. At the same time, Amy was lost. Then Dan went to the jungle to find her. She was sitting under the horrible tree and felt someone was behind her. When she turned around, he was disappeared. I think someone was watching all of them. Luckily, Dan reached there to see her. Eventually, Amy uncovers that Dan might have a history as attorney and other works, which he didn't told her. Dan, however, promises to explain everything to her. Later that night, while Carlos is exercising, someone approaches and fatally stabs him with a knife. The next morning, the group realizes Carlos is missing. They decided to search him in the jungle in pairs. They're further alarmed when no rescue team arrives, despite the GPS tracker being installed. It's soon revealed that the wires of the device Carlos had set up were cut. Determined to investigate, Kevin and Sonia hike back uphill to check the GPS. On the way, they notice a murder of crows gathering. They went back to check the place. Someone whispered Amy. Amy awoke up and moved towards the jungle with a burning wood stem. Elsewhere, Amy continues to hallucinate a man with a gun lurking nearby, convinced he's targeting the group. In her disoriented state, she attacks Dan, though thankfully his injury is minor. Investigating the area, they come across Carlos' lifeless body. Upon returning, Kevin helps Dan tend to the wound. Sonia asked what's happening here. We should talk to Dan. Dan reveals that Amy had survived a mass shooting as a child and has struggled with her mental health ever since. He had been taking her to a clinic as her limo driver when they met. They visited the place where Sonia and Kevin find Carlos' dead body. He's stabbed multiple times with Travis' knife. The group, already tense, now wonders why they are being systematically targeted. Zach thought it's killed by Amy because she was a Billy Spencer. They also find Carlos' hidden stash of stolen food. Sonia told them Octavio, Travis was dead by accident, illnesses, but Carlos was murdered. Someone crept up on him. It's not Amy. If not her, then whose? The episode closes on another ominous note, cutting to nightfall where we find what seem like drugs hidden inside the aircraft.